It's a quick share and we'll be good to go. All right. Thanks, everyone who's hopping on. We've got Hartford men's basketball coach John Gallagher joining us from Indianapolis, where they're getting ready for their first ever game in March Madness. Coach, welcome to the show tonight.
Jared, great to be with you.
So I guess for starters, we'll open it with Broad. I know it's been a couple days since you guys won the title game and have been in Indianapolis. What's the whole experience been like now that you're there?
Surreal. It's been wonderful. It really is, and it's it's one of those things where your program's 36 years in Division I, and you never get there, and you don't know if you'll ever get there, and you keep working, and the last 4 years, 4 consecutive semifinals, 2 conference championships, 1 canceled game, and 1 title. So it's been a whirlwind.
So what was it like for you on that selection Sunday? You knew your name was going to be called. I guess it was just a matter of where you'd end up being. You know, I know you had mentioned earlier you're good friends with Joe and Artie, and he'd given you some insight. But what were your thoughts as the whole selection show was playing out, waiting to see your name called?
You're hoping maybe you can get to a 15, but Joe said it was Baylor, and he predicted it. So he had us on the Bauer line, and he was on the money. And it's exciting. I mean, look, when you hear your name called, it's for the first time. I don't care what you say. It is one of the best feelings, other than having my 4 children, my wife having my 4 children. It's a surreal moment.
I know you're good friends with Mark Few. What would your reaction have been if you saw him on the one line there?
We joked about it, actually. He was going to have to give me the win. He's a great guy, but no, this tournament, you should see how organized. I mean, there's 68 teams staying basically in 4 hotels right around here, and I give the NCAA a tremendous amount of credit. The organization is just unbelievable.
I know you guys were at the bubble that they did over at Mohegan Sun. Has it been similar to what that was, or things changed and different from what that situation was like?
That they had 12 teams. There's 68 here.
Yeah.
And this is a whole different ball game as far as logistics and the structure. Our practice times are, everyone has to get a practice time. You have to coordinate it. And I tip my hat to Dan Gavin and the NCAA.
What arena are you guys at again on Friday? Are you at Lucas Oil?
We're at Lucas Oil.
Have you ever coached or been in a game in a football stadium before?
It's a great question. No.
Have you had the chance to go do the walk around there or any of that yet?
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
All right. There you go. Get this. I've always wondered what it's like. I personally myself have never seen a basketball game in a football stadium there, but I do feel like it has to be a little bit different at least. But
it is different. It is different.
So what's it been like? Have they just been giving you different places around Indianapolis where you've been able to go do a practice?
So they just, we practice at the Pacers. We practice at the Fever, Indiana Fever, WNBA team. And we practiced at the convention center. So we've had 3 workouts, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then tomorrow's Lucas Oil. And then Thursday is, I think, the convention center.
All right.
Get
all over the place.
It is. So
I know. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I know they've been saying that the protocols have been pretty strict outside of that time for the practice. I know you guys got a little bit of outside time today. I saw a post of that, but has it strictly been, practice or walkthrough, whatever's, and then basically in the hotel room?
Practice, walkthrough, and then you have a room downstairs you can go and just hang out.
Okay.
So that they have food in there. They have drinks, snacks. So you could just go down there, and that's where you do your interviews, like CBS, or tomorrow morning at 7:15, I have a with Fox Connecticut. So a lot of the interviews I'll do down
Hmm.
there, and then I come up here in my room, and this is where I got papers everywhere, and this is where I do all my stats, and this is where my staff and I will go through the game plan and analyze and reanalyze and chew and rechew on matchups and why we're going to do this offensively and what we need to do and who's the best team in the Big 12 that played them. Why did they play them that way? This is the room where I sort of, watch so much film, so much film.
So what has the prep been like before? And I know you mentioned you've been going into the stats there. Has there been anything that's jumped out to you kind of off the bat as you're planning for Friday's game?
Yeah, pre-COVID versus post-COVID for them. They had a 21-day layoff. They are before COVID. I still think now, they're a legitimate national contender. And this is why we played the UConn game.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at this team, and it has some similarities to Villanova on how they play, how they shoot the three, how they defend, their culture. Scott Drew is an elite coach, one of the best coaches in America. So we're going to have our stuff together. And, I look at it, and, you could see the makings of a national championship for Baylor. We're just hoping that, I said this to the guys, we don't have to beat them in a 7-game series. We have to beat them one time.
Yeah. And I know it gets brought up now every single time that it's come from your conference. That was Ryan Odom in UMBC. Is he giving you any advice for this 116 game?
I mean, I just texted with him, but he's the one thing I'm going to say, Jared, is our conference doesn't get enough respect.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go through some things with you. Vermont, you go win at Vermont. John Becker and Vermont. He's one of the best coaches in America. Go look at his resume. Go look it up.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Phenomenal. The thing that jumps out at me, the last 10 years, the winningest team in New England is Vermont.
Really?
Yeah, winningest team in New England. And UMBC, Ryan Odom, one of the best coaches out there. Okay? Our league, Bill Harrion, I can name every coach in our league. And then we get to 16, and there's other conferences, I won't say them, but I if we didn't play the Villanova or UConn game, we're 15-6. Do we get to 15? I don't know. We might. So it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Really, and I look, we're here. We're excited to be here. We'll be the 16, but I just want, for the record, like, our top 4 teams in our league can play anywhere, at any time, on any night. That's how good the coaching is. That's how good the players are. And I just like to see, I like to see the league, because our commissioner's done an amazing job, Amy Huchthausen. We just need a little. I mean, John Becker and Ryan Odom. Forget about Hartford for a second. Those programs need their credit too.
Yeah. I know there's been a lot of talk this week, since the game on Saturday, about the journey that it's been for you and for the program. Was there a turning point where things kind of clicked and started going in this direction, where the programs really picked things up? I know you mentioned earlier, the semifinal appearances, what would have been a championship game last year, the championship and the title this year. Was there a moment where things just kind of clicked for you guys and you realized you could take it to this next level?
Yeah, I think I really do. I got off the plane 4 years ago from Portland, Oregon, and we were going to practice really hard. And I was pissed because we got beat by 20, and we're like 4-7, and we're treading water. We should be 7-4. And I talked to one of my best buddies, who's head coach at St. Joe's. He said, "You got to love them. They know you're getting fired. Tell them." We went to the beach. We sat down. And this was the turning point. I'm just telling you. Because if you look at that year, We won 8 straight conference road games. I want you to think about this.
So, yeah.
We won 8 straight conference road games. We beat Vermont at Vermont, broke their 33-game home winning streak. Okay? That conversation changed my coaching career. Changed it. And we were walking on a beach in Miami. It's 85 degrees out. I said, guys, listen. Everybody sit down. We got a big circle. I said, guys, I'm getting fired here. My career's over. But I need to be at your wedding. And I need you to know I love you. And you need to feel it. And then we started rolling. I mean, rolling. And the last 4 years have been unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Have really, if you look at our history, our 36-year history, and then put these 4 years again, these are the best 4 years in the history of the school. Winning percent, everything.
Yeah. No, it's been a great run you guys have been on, and it's really great to see it pay off this year with you guys getting the trip to the dance. Talk to me a little bit about, your team this year. I mean, 2 guys that just impressed me off the bat. Obviously, we all know what Tracy Carter can do. Probably one of the best defensive players you'll see in the tournament this year. And Austin Williams really surprised me, not knowing much about him, coming out of Marist and transferring into the program. Tell me about those 2 and the impact they've had for you guys this year.
I mean, Tracy, you said it. Tracy's an elite defender. An elite. He could be the best defender in the tournament. And then Austin Williams, he's an elite defender. And I think the job we're doing defending the 3, and DJ Mitchell's doing elite things defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really is. He's picked his defense up a whole new level. So is Hunter Marks, so is Miroslav. Our defensive numbers are really good. We're defending at an elite level. And I think that can give you a chance, especially in a football stadium. I mean, I'm probably sure what the Big Ten shooting numbers were in the first 4 games. All below 30%.
It's tough.
One team was in the teens from 3. I think defensively, if we can just sustain the first, they're the best team. Baylor is in the first 7-8 minutes getting leads on people.
Mm-hmm.
And we gotta, I've talked about it. We can't be down 17-6. Can't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Controlling those first few minutes there and staying in the game and giving yourself a chance there. I don't want to keep you too long, so I won't go too much further here. But I've got a couple fun ones here. I know we've been seeing a lot on social media about the food there. I know it's no Brico or Treva or Bar Taco. How's it been there for you?
You know what? The food is really. I mean, it's good. I mean. We get 4 meals a day. I mean, you can't go anywhere, but you can. JW Marriott, nobody's complaining, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Is it Brico's? Is it Treva? Is it Zohara? Is it Max Oyster? No, but it's still really good. It's still really good.
All right, good. I'm glad to see it's working out for you guys there. And then I know one thing we saw throughout the year, coaches across college basketball went with the casual dress. This is the NCAA tournament. You go in casual, or you pack a suit for this?
I packed a suit.
There we go.
I think if I'm going to take the stage, I might have to do a suit, but I might have to take a poll on Twitter and see what the answers are.
I like it.
My mother is going to be all over me if I don't wear a suit. It's True TV.
Yeah.
It's 3:30 on a Friday. It's the most watched sporting event, 4-day sporting event out there, the first and second round. I might have to put my Sunday best on.
There we go. I like it. Put out the poll there, get everyone involved there, and
exactly.
And have some fun with that one. But I really appreciate just a few minutes from you tonight. Really getting excited for the game on Friday, and best of luck. And we'll all be rooting for you from here.
And then next year, we're going to do a whole season ticket thing for the neighborhood.
There we go.
Because we're going to start. We were 10-1 at home this year, Jared.
There we go.
And And when you're a real mid-major program,
Yeah.
and you win at home.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's got to be the standard for the neighborhood. And by the way, the neighborhood's taking off in Indy, buddy.
I like it. I like it. Pack the place there, right? What are they letting? 20% in there? Is that what it is? Or
I think it's 25.
okay, all right. And you got the big venue too, so get a.
And I got 350 people coming down from West Hartford.
There we go. I like it. I like it. It'll be nice and loud on TV. Something we haven't gotten a lot of this year. So
yeah, look out for the red. The red jerseys that we're gonna have red T-shirts on.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thanks so much for coming on, and best of luck on Friday.
Jared, I always appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thanks again.
Thank you.